Welcome to Whispering Archives, where history doesn't just speak, it whispers across the centuries. Not all paths are made to be crossed on solid ground. Some exist where water dominates, where waves rise like mountains, and storms strike without warning. Today, we're diving deep into the most perilous sea routes that have defied nature and challenged sailors for generations. Each one is a true test of courage, skill, and sometimes sheer luck. From mysterious disappearances to bone-chilling storms, these waters hold stories that will make you appreciate the safety of dry land. Join us as we navigate the paths of peril, where every voyage could be the last. First up, a name that sends a shiver down the spine, the Bermuda Triangle. This infamous triangular area in the Atlantic, stretching between Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, has become synonymous with maritime mystery. For decades, it's been the epicenter of baffling disappearances. Countless ships and even aircraft have vanished without a trace, leaving behind nothing but questions. What's really going on here? Scientists point to logical explanations like rogue waves, extreme weather patterns, and magnetic anomalies that can throw compasses into a frenzy. Yet, the legends persist. Tales of unexplained phenomena and lost vessels fuel its enigmatic reputation, securing its place as one of the world's most feared stretches of water. Every sailor who enters its boundaries knows they're treading on a legend. Next, we journey to the end of the world, to the Drake Passage. Named after the legendary English explorer Sir Francis Drake, who braved these treacherous waters. This passage is the ultimate test of seamanship. It's where the mighty Atlantic, Pacific, and Southern Oceans collide in a chaotic, violent dance. Imagine waves swelling to the size of small buildings, reaching tens of meters high, while ferocious, unpredictable winds batter your vessel from every direction. This isn't a place for the faint of heart. Even today's massive, modern ships navigate this route with extreme caution. Voyages are often delayed, waiting for a brief lull in the perpetual storms. Historically, countless smaller vessels were swallowed whole or torn apart by its fury. To cross the Drake Passage is to confront the raw, untamed power of the ocean. It's a rite of passage that demands respect and a healthy dose of fear. From the frigid south, we travel to the Pacific to face the Devil's Sea, or Monoyumi, off the coast of Japan. This area earned its menacing name for a reason. Like the Bermuda Triangle, it's a region notorious for mysterious ship disappearances, particularly fishing boats that have vanished without a word. The danger here lies beneath the surface. The Devil's Sea sits over a region of intense underwater volcanic activity. This can trigger sudden, violent waves and alter sea currents in the blink of an eye, catching even experienced sailors off guard. The water can literally boil from volcanic vents, creating hazardous conditions. While science tries to explain it, the sheer number of unexplained incidents has fueled local legends of supernatural forces and sea dragons. The Devil's Sea remains a haunting enigma, a place where the ocean's temperament is as volatile as the volcanoes that sleep beneath it. Our next perilous journey takes us to the southern tip of South America, through the Strait of Magellan. Named for Ferdinand Magellan, the first European explorer to navigate this labyrinthine passage. It was the world's most important shortcut between the Atlantic and Pacific before the Panama Canal was built. But this shortcut came at a high price. The strait is a narrow, winding waterway, flanked by jagged cliffs and unforgiving shores. The currents here are notoriously treacherous, shifting rapidly and creating a chaotic swirl of water. To make matters worse, dense fog can descend in minutes, reducing visibility to almost zero. Ancient sailors had to rely on incredible precision and nerves of steel to navigate its twists and turns. A single miscalculation could mean being dashed against the rocks. A sudden storm, a common occurrence here, could trap a ship for days, turning a hopeful voyage into a desperate fight for survival. Now, we venture into the heart of the Antarctic to the Weddell Sea. Named after British sailor James Weddell, this is not a sea you cross, it's a sea you endure. The primary danger here isn't storms, but ice. The Weddell Sea is a constantly shifting maze of massive ice floes and towering icebergs. The channels of open water can freeze over in hours, trapping ships for weeks, months, or even permanently. Ernest Shackleton's famous ship, Endurance was famously crushed and sunk by the relentless pressure of the ice here. The cold is extreme and constant. Blinding blizzards make navigation a near impossible task. Any miscalculation isn't just a mistake. It's a life-threatening crisis. Surviving the Weddell Sea is a monumental test of patience, planning, and the sheer will to endure against the most hostile environment on Earth. Let's head north to Europe, to a strait known as the Skagerrak. Connecting the North Sea to the Baltic, this waterway separates Denmark, Norway, and Sweden. On the surface, it might not look as dramatic as the Drake Passage, but its dangers are subtle and deadly. The Skagerrak is where waters of different salinity and density meet the salty North Sea and the less salty Baltic Sea. These waters don't mix easily, creating powerful, opposing currents and whirlpools that can make steering a vessel incredibly difficult. A ship can be pulled in one direction while the captain is trying to steer in another. Despite centuries of use by traders and modern scientific study, maritime accidents are still frequent. For sailors, the Skagerrak has always been a place that demands constant vigilance and a deep understanding of the unseen forces moving just beneath the waves. Finally, we arrive at the legendary Cape of Good Hope off the coast of South Africa. Its name is deceptively optimistic. Portuguese explorers originally called it the Cape of Storms, and for good reason. It was renamed to inspire hope for those attempting the long and dangerous sea route to India. This cape is where the cold Atlantic and warm Indian Oceans meet, creating some of the most violent and unpredictable weather on the planet. Rogue waves, powerful currents, and sudden, ferocious storms are the norm. Over the centuries, hundreds of ships have been wrecked along this coastline, their splintered remains a testament to the cape's brutal power. For sailors of the past, rounding the Cape of Good Hope was both a badge of honor and a terrifying gamble. The stories told by survivors are harrowing tales of survival against all odds, cementing its reputation as one of history's most feared maritime graveyards. These deadly routes remind us that not all paths are meant for safe passage. They are nature's ultimate tests of courage, of skill, and of the incredible resilience of the human spirit. The world's most perilous land and sea routes share a common lesson: nature demands respect. Those who dare to challenge its power must do so with humility, preparation, and an understanding that they are merely visitors in a realm far greater than themselves. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If you found these stories as fascinating as we did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to join our community of explorers. See you next time at the Whispering Archives.